Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. Hey Master Far, thanks for joining us. Let me go ahead and turn on this TV in the background. There we go. And just running a little bit later than I'd like to be to get this stuff done. All right. It takes so long to find the stuff for the background here. Get the TV to click on. And load, there we go. Burp. Da-dum. All right, let me go and turn my iPad on now. It's like, oops, I'm banging the microphone. And let's get to YouTube and get the comments up so I can see what you guys are saying. Oh. Okay. 3 hours later. Why does it take that guy Todd so long to get his videos going? Yeah, I didn't prepare very well. I'm sorry, you guys. I was trying to run around and get everything ready. And next thing I know, it was time to start. So I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. And let's go ahead and do a quick sound check. So let's see. We got Master Far. We got Frankie. And well, I'm sorry, you guys. I was trying to... All right, cool. Yeah, I just did my sound check. You guys probably heard a little bit of feedback on there. Sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, I got all these parts that go onto this Eternia map here that I made. I got some fake grass and I got some fake shrubbage for plants. And I got lots and lots of green paints so we can get painting on this. And this should be kind of fun. So let me go ahead and I'm going to turn off my hot water, so I'm not going to need it today. And I went and took some take the snapshots. I went to Eternia and took these pictures, but the printout, because I don't have a photo printer, just looks awful, so the colors aren't matching right. But I know what they're supposed to kind of look like on the computer screen, so I have those as well. All right, so first up, let's figure out how I want this to look. Oh, my Dremel tool. Hold on, I have to grab my Dremel tool. Ah, I knew I forgot something. All right, I got my Dremel tool. I forgot some of the bridges and stuff don't quite fit right. I'm going to have to Dremel, and I grabbed some scissors while I was at it too. So Dremel, cutters, I am set now. And 1.5 million paintbrushes too. All right, so let's get an extra light on here. So let's see what we got going on. I have 2 palaces here. I have the first one I did, which has some weird little rough spots on it. Not too happy with. Then I have my final one. Ooh, and that just looks really cool. But I'm going to practice painting on this one first before we jump to the final one. And then I need the bridges. The bridges. There we go. This is the bridge I was thinking about. And that goes right here. But it just doesn't fit quite right, so I have to Dremel it to get it to fit. So let's Dremel that out first. And then this one needs just a little bit of Dremeling on the bottom here. I got an extra puff patch there. And then this one here goes there. This one here goes There. Oh, I shouldn't have put all my tools away. I put all my tools away. I got to pull these nose hairs out of there in order to get that to sit flat. And then this bridge goes here. A little bit of dremeling required there. And this bridge goes here. Nope, had it right the first time. And no dremeling required. That fits pretty good. Just the way it is. And then this little house goes somewhere in here. Right there. So, all right. So let's go ahead and I'll leave the buildings for now. We'll take care of those in a little bit. So, there was something else I needed. I got my Dremel. Hey Bert, the Stormtrooper, thanks for joining us. Greetings, programs. Oh, let's see, what was I forgetting? Oh, pliers. That's right, nose hairs. I'll be right back. You guys can stare at this cool building area right here while I go grab my pliers. Alright, I am back. Yep, it's just been one of those days where I'm just not quite prepared, but now I have all kinds of tools. The same tools I just put away like 5 minutes ago that were already sitting here from fixing that figure's leg. So let's go ahead and try to yank those nose hairs out of that piece. There it is. Ugh. There we go. Oh. There we go. That was a nice long one. Ah! These are not really nose hairs. They are actually supports for when I'm printing it with the resin printer. And sometimes if you cook them before you pull them out, it's harder to get them out later. And I definitely cooked this thing an awful lot before pulling all those out. So there we go. Sits much better, much flatter. All right, let's start with this bridge here and let's go ahead and Dremel it to fit. You know what? I'm going to unplug that hot water. It's going to keep beeping at me every time I bump the cord. There we go. Unplugged. Fit. There we go. All right. Hey, Alan, thanks for joining us. Oh, the finger's elbow snapped. Yes, it's good to use the hot water first before that happens. After it happens, you kind of are out of luck. A lot of issues trying to fix it. Much better. Much better. All right. And we got some nose hairs in this one too. Not the nose hairs again. So uneven. I don't know what the heck happened. Like the whole thing kind of bowed. Whole lot of bowing going on. Just having a rough time fitting. Well, I guess that's where it has to sit. Let's do this one. This one has one nose hair to pull out. There we go. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Now, if I would have printed these solid, I wouldn't have had all these nose hair problems, but then I would have had other issues. When you print something so thick like this solid, you may end up with the parts splitting on you later on while it's drawing or while it's curing. So printing them hollow keeps you from having your parts split on you during the curing process, but then you end up with other issues you got to deal with later. There we go. Look how cool the design roughness looks on here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I got dust all over my screen. So cool. All right. Bridge. Oh, we got one more to fit in there. This one right here. Right here. Whew. My glasses are all dusty now. There we go. Oh, so my pants. Look at these. Whew. Dusty. So usually I sand that in the garage. Don't have to worry about it. All right. Hey, Charles. Thanks for joining me. The Origins Point Dread. Nice. Okay. So now these all fit. Let's go ahead and put them back in the box for now. And let's get painting on this surface here. And after we paint on this surface, then we will paint all the other parts and then come back and do some modding and some shading. And it's funny, this goes from like super thick on this side to like super thin on the other side. So it's quite the contrast of sizing. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Actually, I am going to put some bridges back in because I want to see where the walking parts are. Especially on the center main bridge. Center main bridge. So we have right here is going to be like a dirty, rocky walking trail along here, over to here, and over to the main castle too. So we have to remember we don't want to let your grass in that area there. We do want some stuff down here and over here, and this is more rough terrain over here. So I'm going to start with this pine green. Pine green! I just realized I forgot to grab a paint cup. Man, I'm forgetting everything. No paint cups? You know what? Heck with it. I'm going to use these cowboy hats for paint cups. I have so many cowboy hats. It is ridiculous. And they don't fit anybody of my figures, so I got like tons of cowboy hats and no way to fit them. So, this is my paint cup for today. And we're going to start with this pine green. Just load it in that cowboy hat. Yeehaw, in the cowboy hat. And we'll grab ourselves a paintbrush that already has some green on it. What am I making this for? That is an excellent question, Frankie. So I'm working on a stop motion video, as many of you guys know, and I wanted a establishing shot of where this palace scene takes place. So I needed to have the Eternia Palace. And at first I was just going to use the shot from the cartoon. I thought, it's not going to work. So I had AI try to create it for me and everything else, and it was no use because AI doesn't know what the Eternia place or what the Eternia Palace looks like on the He-Man cartoon. And so I eventually decided to create it just on the computer. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually physically make it. So I went ahead and made the largest print I possibly could at my biggest printer for the ground. That's what this is here. This is as big as my printer can print. And it's at 1/35th. 1/35th? Yeah, times the size of the action figures. So the figures are 35 times larger than this mat here I'm making. And this way then I can use this as my establishing shot and move the camera around and everything else when you're looking at the palace, and just have more views than just the standard cartoon shot. So that is what I'm making it for. Yes, I know. Kind of crazy to do all this just for an establishing shot. I decided to add some more scenes using it too. So there'll be some other scenes that come up. Let's just see how close this is to my grass I'm going to use later. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's what I was hoping for. So I didn't want to use too much grass. So let's just slop some paint on here and let's go to town. Freddie Brown. Dun, 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 dun. Now, what's interesting is I put different textures on here, which now is making it harder to paint. And it's kind of looks like fiberglass. It's so weird. It's not fiberglass. It's 3D printed, but these textures kind of give it a fiberglass appearance, as if I made the thing out of fiberglass instead of 3D printing it. It's kind of strange the way that it feels as you're painting it. So. Originally, I was thinking about, this is a grassy knoll here. The grassy knoll. And so we'll just go ahead and paint that as well. We'll come back with a brown later on to add a trail. It's funny, I took today off for a number of reasons, and ended up spending a good time with my son. It was great. We went out to a restaurant called the Ram. If you guys have eaten there before, I had the chicken teriyaki burger. It was pretty good. It's surprising how thin they can cut the pineapple on that. I think they used like some kind of meat slicer to cut their pineapple because it was so thin. It was kind of almost hard to believe they can cut it so thin. It's like, wow, they know how to make the most out of pineapple. I mean, when you go to Red Robin, you get a pretty good sized pineapple chunks, and this was like maybe you could probably stack 4 of these up for the size of the Red Robin thickness of their pineapple cuts. The lush green fields of Eternia. See, any monkey can do this. Just gotta smash it in, get it into all the grooves, keep working it until every little spot is filled in. Okay. Hooray. My arm's probably right in the way, huh? Let's watch the back of Hebro's sleeve. Okay. Oop, oop. No, I got green up on the cement. Oh well. We'll cover it with gray in a little bit. All right, let's look at your guys' comments while this sets up a little bit. Thanks, Frankie. I appreciate that. I will drop this brush into my water. And let's get on with the gray. The grays. It's funny, I'm watching this fun show on Netflix called what is it called? Resident Alien. And it's funny because he refers to some of the type of aliens as the grays. And they are these aliens that are not very nice. And they're the ones that do all the experiments on people and everything else. Is kind of funny. Thanks, Charles. Now, what's funny is this gray is almost the same color it already is, so you're not going to see a lot of difference now, but hopefully once we do some more funness with this, it will be good. You guys see that? Okay. Didn't know if you guys were in camera shot or not. And I shouldn't have probably painted this green there, but that's okay. We'll just come around it with some gray. And this piece becomes gray too. All right, set right. I need a smaller paintbrush and a little bit more gray. It's funny, one time I put Gary on my bottle instead of gray. It's my Gary paint. Too big. This should work. See, that's what I was saying. I got green up on here. Man, now I got to redo by getting my green on there. Getting a little too sloppy with it. Just a little bit. Sorry about the elbow shot. I got green in my brush. It's not helping. Now I'm spreading more green around. And not the money kind of green. Take a few coats to get that just the way I want. Whoop, whoop. Dropping my paintbrush. Need a little bit more dark gray in my hat. Hey, thank you, Charles. I really appreciate the donation. Wow. That's Charles's 20th super on a live stream. Thank you, Charles. That is very kind of you. All right. So, all right. Now it's time for light gray. Let me go ahead and get out another hat. What? These hats are double sealed. Those Amazon guys. We will stick the light gray in the black hat. So where is... There we go. Gary. My Gary paint. Squirt, squirt. Okay. It's obviously all clogged up. There we go. Well, if you can't get light gray out of here, I may have to create my own light gray. Ho! There it goes. Ho ho, there she goes. Watch out, boy, she'll eat you up. Alright, so now we got our light gray. And I will use this nice rounded brush for my gray of lightness. We'll start here in this one. That light gray almost looks white because of everything being so dark around it. I'll have to go back through and hit the green on the edges where I messed up and got over the sides a little bit. All right, next spot of light gray, right there. Oh, it's like my light has died. Let me charge this one. Oh, almost landed in the garbage. Pad number 2. That's all I can see is my hand, huh? Sorry. Let me try to aim this camera a little bit different so you guys can see more than just the back of my hand. I know Hebrew so well, like the back of his hand. Yeah, I'll be going around the edges later on with a different color. So anywhere I'm missing will be covered up later. All right, now for the brickwork around here. Throwing lights around. All these little brick areas later on will get a black wash on them, so they'll look darker than they are right now. What a mess. It's going to take some definite fine tuning to get all this cleaned up in a few minutes here when I come back to it. And I got some brickwork right back there. Yep, gonna have to go back and fix up all those little areas. All right, one more coat starting here, and then we'll go back and start our browns. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do some more grays first before I do my browns. There's a couple more spots I really want to get with the grays. Oops, wrong gray. Now I threw a thing of dark gray on there. All right, that slopped on pretty good. So you can tell it actually is gray on this white wash or white paper towel. You can really tell. I know it looks white on that board because the board's so gray. Whew, what a sloppy mess. All right, so let's do some dark grays here. Let's put our bridge back in place. There we go, and there'll be a road coming from here. Where's the other bridge? What is it writing on? I have to do some more dremeling first, I think. riding right there. Okay, back to my dark gray. Okay. The Eternian walkway. And you know, where there's a turning walkway, there's always going to be an Eternian circle for them to hang out and chit-chat. Chit-chat in the circle. There we go. That's looking pretty good. All right. So now let's get out our tan. We're going to put the tan in another brown hat. And let's get ourselves another brush. Like this angled one here. And we will start here. And we will just add some tan right in here. It's going to take a few coats to coat all that gray. Those Eternians. Make a happy little road. Yeah, it's a bummer this tan's so thin. It's not making very nice for adhesion to the board here. Okay, we'll come back and add some more tan later. But I need to add some darkened brown. Where is my dark brown? Where's my dark brown? Did I not grab it? Oh, we'll go with our dark greens first. Then I'll come back. I got this leafy green here for kind of a deader spot of greens. It's funny, I just opened this one not too long ago and it's already clogged. It's all clogged. Yeah. Group. And I also need shamrock green. Nope, not shamrock green. Where's my dark? Here it is. Nope. I had a really nice. Is this it here? Yeah, here it is. Holiday green. We'll put the holiday green in a black hat. Oh, that is messy. There we go. Oop. Holiday. Okay, the holiday green is going to go right around all these. Oh, that is awful paint. I should have shook it better first. It's going to take a lot of coats because that is horrible. It's not even adhering at all. That's okay. Let's shake it up. I could have sworn I shook it. Maybe I didn't. Paper towel. Let's try it again now that I shook it. Nope. Still looks almost just as bad. It's a little bit adhering better, but not as much as I wanted it to. Okay, I have to go grab my dark green because this is just not working. I'll be right back with some better green. You guys can see my mess so far. All right. All right, I found my green. It was holly green I was looking for, not holiday green. Here it is, holly green. And I got some yellow too to do some weird yucky colors. And I got lots of browns. Burp. We're cooking with oil now. I'm going to move some of these tools. They're just getting in the way. Now that I have all the nose hairs pulled, let's move these tools out of the way. Give me more room for painted hats. We'll get these holiday greens out of there. The wrong color. I'll just take this holiday green off the table. Let's try this again with the right green, the holly green. Holly green. It sounds like holiday green. That's why I was like, this doesn't look right. This is not what I've used in the past. It's probably a color my wife bought. Oh, my microphone's turned away, sorry. It's probably a color my wife bought or something. The holiday green. There we go. Much thicker. Much darker. It's almost the same green. Well, I guess it's not. It's way darker. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. There we go. Now it's sticking. Hooray, hooray. It's painting like it's supposed to. Okay, on to these hills here. And these hills here. There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Yep. We'll use this later on to add some more texture to the ground, but for right now, I think that's pretty good. Where is my texture brush? I don't see my texture brush, so we will just use this brush and pretend like it's a texture brush. Paper towel. Oh, I got green all over my hands. There we go. Here we go. Ah, there's nowhere to put my mess of paint. Do 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 do. Whew, what a mess. I think that looks alright. Alright. You should have had someone else paint this for you, Todd. Thanks. Thanks. All right. So now let's get some more tan on there and do some more. Yes, I suppose somebody probably could have done a better job, but this is about me doing it, so. All right, let's get this thing painted again. Oops, let me readjust this camera. There we go. All right. That tan is just hard to get to cover. All right, time for some more hunter green. I was thinking of leaving that gray and having it so it looks like it was cement, but I think I like the hunter green heel look going around it, so I decided to make a change. Cool, cool. Oh. Let's go ahead and do some more detailing of the mess. I didn't clean it off enough that time. That stinks. This time I will. I'll have to wait till it dries and do some more touch-ups on there. I had a better brush for this at one time. All right. Whew, what a mess. That green all over my fingers is leaking through my paper towel. I should have done this in the other room where I had more room. All right. Let's add some texturing to our grays. Where's my black? Did I forget my black? I could have sworn I grabbed it. No! Alright, sorry you guys, I gotta grab my black. That figures. I'll be right back. You guys can look at the mess I have right now. Okay. Another hat. Another day. There we go. And let's try this brush here so I can get this to mesh out enough to do what I want. My black is almost all gone. Come on. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Goopy, sloopy, old paint. Never good. Thanks, Ronald. Am I going to paint the small pieces in pink? That is a really good question. I have these here. They're terracotta colors. And I'll probably use these orange and pinkish colors. So not pink pink, but terracotta pink and terracotta orange. Oh, there goes He-Man. He-Man took a tumble. I guess I'm shaking a little too much. All right, and now the spot between the rocks and the grass. You know there's some dirt there. There always is. And ba 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 ba. Oops, sorry you guys. I'm doing under the bridge area. So we know under the bridge area is always a little bit poopy from the shade of the bridge. That's not looking too terrible. Looking more like land masses all the time. All right, now let's do some more on the upper dirt. We will grab this brush here and get ourselves some, let's see, not dark brown. I'm scared to try burgundy. We will use, here we go. This is the brown I want. I need another hat. Another hat. All right. Here we go for some texturing on our ground up here. I used to have a brush for this, like I said, or I lost it. I don't know what happened to it, where it went. It is long gone somewhere. Gone with the Schwinn. Gone with the Schwinn. Used to love that in the Muppet movie when he would say that when he fell off his bike or whatever it was. There we go. It's looking a little better. Looking more like dirt. Thanks, Charles. Thanks, Mike. The sound of good mac and cheese. That's funny. All right, let's get back to work on our upper cement up here. I need to get a much finer brush. There we go. All right. This takes so long to get all the details. All right, well, that's drying. Let's go ahead and do some more on this green here now that it's dry. We'll get that to look decent. All right, where's my paper towel? Oh, there's my green. I spilled it way back here. Almost in Beastman's whip. There it is. There it is. Oh, now I got on my gray. Okay. Back to fixing the light grays. All right. Couple more light touch-ups. Man, I just barely nicked that spot right there. Right there with that light gray. There we go. Hooray. Da, 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 da. All right. The new Granomir figure is going to be huge. If they make one, that'd really be cool. That would be awfully huge. All right, let me grab my other glasses so I can see better what I'm doing. I'll be right back with my better glasses while this paint's drying. Hooray, I got my more powerful spectacles. Now I can see what a mess I've made. And let's take a look and see how some of this looks now that it's been painted up. So you can see now how that bridge looks right there. This one's going to need some more sanding, I think, before it fits just right. But you can kind of see how that fits in there. That'll be cool. And then all the little buildings are just going to sit on the dirt. Burp. Do-do-do-do. Cool. All right. I think for a first run, oh, I didn't do this edge here. I was going to add dirt around the top and the side of that dirt, of that rock face, and make the rock look a little more rocky here. And well, that already did it, I guess. Looks a little better. Now for a little bit of dirt appeal to it. Oh, a little too much. Oh. There we go. I need a new paper towel. There we go. And I gotta add dirt to this one too. Oh. Oop, oop, way too much paint. Ah, this brush is too dry. There's what I want. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Brushy. Got too much grass in our cement there. Much better. Yep, much better. All right. I think that's looking pretty good. Now time to add some washes. Where is my washes? Here they are. Now I'll put this black wash in this white hat so I can see how much wash I have in there. Now, because this does not have a clear coat on it yet, that wash is just going to soak into the paint really quick, so I'm going to need to water it down a little bit. So let me drop some water in there. I probably should still clear coat it before I do this. I'm really debating adding a wash onto a matte paint like this might just make a huge mess. I shall find out in a minute. You'll hear me either scream and cry, or I'll be like, yes, that worked great. I'll try it on this one first, because this is the least amount of touch-up if I get it wrong. You know what? I want a broader brush. So you just suck up that wash on there. Not quite what I was going for, but not terrible. But I can see now I need to touch up around the back side. I got a ton of gray. There we go. Now that it's drying, I guess it's looking pretty good. Let's move on to the next spot. The next pad. Welcome to my pad. Oh, this one came out a little bit thicker than the other one. It's actually more what I was looking for on the other one. It's what I wanted, but there we go. That looks cool. Now on to the back pad. The back 9. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Now that we got this dialed in, let's do the cool ring, the part I've been waiting for. Oh, I'm running out of wash if I can make it all the way around. Oh no, almost out of wash. You can do it. That looks pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with it. Gives it that old kind of brickwork on everything. Ugh. All right. I think I should add any washes to anything else. I don't think so. I think I might add a little more wash though, just maybe around the outside too. We'll see how that looks. So let me add a few more drops of wash and let's go to town to the outside of that as well. Whoa, that's a lot of wash. That looks way better. All right. You guys will probably miss some of this because I'm going around. But I'll try to get it so you guys can still see what I'm doing. All right, that looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to wash the whole top too. What the heck? What the heck? Being it's a darker gray, it's going to come out looking different anyway. Maybe I should have done the top circle. That looks horrid. Oh well. It's done now. There we go. Let's see what you guys think. I got the comments covered. Yes, Mondo is really expensive. Have you guys seen that Snake Mountain somebody made for Mondo figures with their Castle Grayskull? It's just monstrous. Yeah, I'm not getting the oh, what is it? Scare glow. All right, I'm going to take us downstairs, and I am going to clear coat it with lots and lots of clear coats. And then, hey, what happened here? I must have dropped some colors. No, when I was carrying my black wash across. All right, I got to do some touch-ups, fix those spots. And after I fix them, then I'll go down and clear coat it all. See, I've been doing this so long, my TV even went into screensaver mode. Cool. I think it's looking pretty good. Pretty good, except for my top piece up there. I'm really disappointed in how that came out. Kind of kicking myself for doing that black wash on that top. Hey, Charles. Yep, Charles is already a member. Wow, I didn't realize. Yes, please like and subscribe. Hey, Eric. Did you see my comments? Actually, I was busy painting. I didn't see a lot of comments. Let's see. What did Eric say? Small. Thought the small blue pieces are going to be bright pink. Nope, I'm going to use the terracotta colors for those blue pieces, most of them. Some will actually be gray instead of pink. I know in the cartoon they're pink, but I've already deviated from the cartoon colors already in a lot of my stuff, so I'm not too worried about matching the cartoon exactly. As you see with a lot of things people produce, they don't match the cartoon. They don't have to. Not a requirement to match the cartoon. I want to match it a little bit, but not exactly. So even though it's cartoon-ish, it's still going to be my own thing. I am going to paint over that black wash on top. That just looks awful. All right. It's funny, in the new cartoon that's on Netflix, they also have a really cool picture and design of the Eternia landscape. And they don't go with pink for the buildings either. They change the colors on theirs as well. Here we go. There's my helicopter landing pad. That's what it almost looks like, huh? There we go. Much better. And after I put my clear coat on, I will glue on some grass and then clear coat it again. This might be a multi-part video. Hey, look at all the paints I used. That's crazy. Crazy. Da-da-da-da-da. Crazy. Pillar's just in the way. I can't get this back corner. Still just doing a little bit of touch-ups around the corners and edges that I kind of messed up on a little bit. There we go. That's as good as it's gonna get. I wonder how much it's gonna cost. Let me see how much what's gonna cost. Wow, the Granomere layer, huh? Wow, that'd be pretty cool. Huge, expensive probably. All right, time to go coat this with clear. I will see you guys next video. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully it will look really cool once it's all done. All right,